So let's look at Newton's third law, and this is the action-reaction law. Newton's third law says that forces act in pairs. So when one object exerts a force on a second object, the second object will also exert a force back on the first object. And we've already seen this a little bit when we looked at our force diagrams, and we saw that when an object is sitting on the ground pushes back up on that object with what we call the normal force. All right, so we have the force of gravity pushing down and the normal force pushing back up. That is Newton's third law. Forces are equal but not always balanced. Balanced forces will act on the same object. So for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So let's see if we can't figure out what all of this means, okay? All this stuff we just looked at, what does that mean? If I'm playing tennis and the tennis ball comes over to my side and I use my racket to hit the tennis ball, what happens to the tennis ball? The tennis ball goes back the opposite direction. So there is an equal and opposite reaction. The ball and my tennis racket collide. So the ball exerts a force on the racket, but the tennis racket also exerts a force on the ball, causing it to go back in the opposite direction. So this is Newton's third law, the action-reaction law.